Hi everyone, welcome to Curly Hair Artistry. My name is Scott Musgrave, I'm the founder, and today's video is about, hey, do you know of some interesting resources that are in the curly circles that may help you or benefit you or is just fun to read? So that's what today's video is about. And one of the things I want to start off with is Weedad, the lady that started Weedad, which is a product line. It's also a application method of product application, and it's also a system of cutting. She came up with all of this, and she describes the journey of what it was like to leave her homeland, have her family with her, what it was like with product development, what it was like with dealing with coming to New York City, opening up her first salon, and it's now an empire. So it's a very interesting story. And I run across people that, hairstylists, that it would benefit you to read this, because everyone needs inspiration on the journey. And this is exactly what this is. And there's other books that everyone sees in the curly circles. So this video is more about the resources that you don't see that much. One of the, there's not hardly a curly magazine, and a long time ago, Curl publication came out, and it's been out now for a little while. This is the man issue, and it's got a lot of men inside it. And what is kind of fun is she interviewed myself for that. So she's got quotes in there, and this publication is very unique and it's very different. It's a nice publication. It's quality, and I recommend that you go to the website. I'll have a link down below. And it's fun to get, like, maybe a back issue or two. And if you really enjoy it, then I would subscribe to it. It comes out, I think, quarterly, so, or maybe 6 times a year. So that would be something that you could check on. Interesting fun fact is that's Artie from Food Network, and I had the pleasure, the publisher and people called me up and said, hey, would you be willing to work on Artie's hair? So I actually had her go through the cultivate the curls process and learn the map method, and we did it in her kitchen, and we styled it, and they worked on and interviewed her, photographed her into different things that's throughout this magazine, and she's a delight to be with. And I've done her hair a couple times since then. And so I think as she travels around, she explores other people that work with curly hair as well, because she's still on the Food Network. She's a delight to be with, and that was a wonderful, fun experience. Everyone that's on the team at that Curl publication is a delight to be with, and I look forward to hopefully working with them again in the future. So another interesting publication is, what if I want to grow out my hair? What's it like? So this is all about silver hair. This is like a handbook. And this is by the Queen of Curls, one of the Queen of Curls, because I think Weedad and Lorraine Massey are living legends and the queens of working with curly hair. So this book right here is a wonderful resource, like, how do I grow it out? And how do I need to highlight my hair, low light my hair? What if my hair is not pretty? What will it look like with different, all those things and more are in this. So it's a very interesting one. And I have to throw a shout out to, I'm also friends with Jan Rogers on social media, and she actually has me in this publication that literally is the only dude that's in here. And it's fun because this is also going gray and going silver is a lifestyle choice. When you start growing your hair out and it's silver and you still have all that dark color, most people ride it out and let that grow out over a 1.5, 2 year, 2.5 year process and get a little bit cut off as it is. And some people just go cut it all off and they start all over. One thing I will recommend if you do decide to go silver is do it for yourself first. If you ask other people their opinion of what you should do, then you're more concerned about what other people think. And when they start looking at your roots while they're talking to you, instead of looking you in the eye, they're looking at your roots, and you can start wondering if you did the right thing. The first couple inch journey is the hardest. Once it reaches past a couple inches, it actually kind of looks cool. And once it's half and half, there's people that sometimes keep it half and half. And when it's 3/4 and just on the tips, it looks cool there as well. So it's a process that you start to realize that over time, people will say, wow, why didn't you do that sooner? Oh my gosh, it's so cool. I hope my hair looks like that. You wish you would have done it sooner. So the important part of this that I recommend is do it for yourself first, and don't be concerned about what other people think. Because if their opinion matters to you, and then you decide to go back to coloring it, then you let other people influence you into that. So do it for yourself first. Also, there's nothing wrong with staying with color. If that makes you feel better and you enjoy it and it looks beautiful, then stay with it as long as you want. If anything, these resources are valuable for you so that when you decide to stop doing that, they can help you. Or you can contact me, and I'll be able to support you along the journey. Now, hair salons don't like hearing that. Hair salons want your money. They want you coming back as often as possible. And they'll even say, oh, you're overly highlighted, now you need to low light. That's a double process. And so then it becomes a mess. Your hair becomes damaged. So hair salons don't like me to say, embrace your natural curl. You don't need to straighten it anymore. They also don't like the fact that I say, might as well embrace your natural hair color as well. And then you're just yourself. So, but I understand too if you want to stay with coloring your hair. An interesting publication by Michelle Breyer is The Curl Revolution. Again, curly hair artistry is scattered throughout this, as mentioned, and I truly appreciate the support. So it's fun to see people in here that I know and recognize, people that have contributed. She's the founder of naturallycurly.com. Back in the day, it was a huge deal with forums and people talking about curly hair. And I'm not even sure it's still going on, but a lot of forums, even Facebook groups and pages are starting to not be as important as what they were. And there's a lot of people that, like in my circles with Cultivate Your Curls, Curly Hair Artistry, the MAP method, once you learn how to work with your hair, you don't need to stay in a cycle of confusion and overwhelm and wonder and just destroys your confidence. So when you learn how to finally embrace your hair, move on to more important things in life is what I usually recommend. But this is a fun publication if you want to learn more about that. So outside of those curl resources, like I said, moving on in lifestyle options, move on to more important things. This is a fun book that I read daily, or I just pick it up and go back to this day, Daily Stoic. Lots of wisdom, lots of insights. I have 99% of my clients are female. They read this. I have guy clients that read it, and it's just fun to have as a resource. And somebody says, oh my gosh, I read that book, and we talk about it. Or sometimes we even turn to that day, and because it's a daily thing with short paragraphs. Very easy reading. You can even take notes. As you can see, I've got lots of spots bookmarked and for reference. So that's a fun publication to just grow and expand your perspective. And one thing that I really like to have on hand that I even go through over the years, this has been out for a while, is Humans of New York. This is just a beautiful publication that shows people living life and going through with beautiful color photography of what it's like with, and one of their recent books, it comes out with the stories behind some of these photos. So to me, it's a wonderful way of just seeing human beings, learning to love and appreciate the culture that people are in, and learning to respect other people's culture, learning to find out where they go and start exploring other people's culture. And the culture impacts you, and it makes you a better human being instead of staying hidden and hiding and alone and isolated and afraid of other people's cultures. Once you understand a person and understand their culture, eat their food with them, all of a sudden there's a bond that just eternally affects you for the rest of your life. So we incorporate elements of that in curly hair artistry trainings by having different cultures bring in dessert, experiencing different cultures of the sandwiches they make, different cultures that make different kinds of pizza into our training events for lunch. And then we go to fun places that would incorporate that into the evening meal as well in different regions of the country and the world. So that's a glimpse as to some of the different kind of resources that are available in curly circles that you may not be familiar with outside of the standard ones that everyone seems to know about. So I wanted to explore your other options. If you have any questions or comments, please do so below. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. And if there are any links to these publications, they will usually be below in the About section of the video. And since I am not manufacturer supported, I do have affiliate links from Amazon, which gives me a small percentage of the fee over time for that. So that helps support making these videos and support what I do with helping you to learn to embrace your hair. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.